Well, it's been a very tough and difficult 2 weeks since Pippin had his surgery. We had to keep him in the small hospital cage for a couple of days because he just wasn't coming round from the anaesthetic, or so we thought. But now looking back, we realised that he possibly had a small stroke soon after the surgery, which delayed his recovery. After about a week, Pippin was getting better. We'd moved him into a Mary cage with Jacob and Wash taking turns to keep him company. But then a week in, he'd had a setback, and we realised he'd actually had a stroke. He was totally unable to hold his food, and he was very wobbly and not cleaning himself. He couldn't open his eyes again. His eyes were half closed. And we went back to the vet, who put him on Vivitonin. Now, I'm going to put a little note in the description box about the Vivitonin. And it's only been the last few days. Hello, mister. He's realised the doors are open. That is our little Toby. Hey, Tobes. Anyway, he's having a little sneaky look around. Anyway, it's only been the last few days that Pippin's managed to be well enough to come back into the main house, but he's nowhere near recovered. He's still not cleaning himself properly underneath. He still can't keep his eyes open, and he can't hold his food properly. So we've had to make some modifications because we wanted to get him back in with all of his brothers as soon as possible. We never dreamt that Pippin would be so unwell, and it's been really, really stressful because the actual surgery itself to remove the tumour went so well, and he healed up lovely, no problems there. And we had no idea the poor lad would have a stroke. So what we've done is I've said I would never use fleece again, but we were using fleece inside the hospital cage. You can see here I've got fleece underneath. Oh, there's so much paper about. I've got fleece fabric underneath here. I've also got vet bed, which I've got underneath the cocoon, and there's also shredded paper. But the boys have been so good. We've got things like the food bowl and the litter tray, and we've got another upturned bowl over the back, and then we've got our house brick. We're going to have to get some more house bricks for keeping their nails down, but we've raised the ladders with house bricks, and in case Pippin fell down, we wanted to make them really soft and comfy, so we padded them out with some shredded paper and a few layers of fleece fabric on top, and that makes a step, and it just makes the ladders not so steep. Now, we do this for older rats anyway, and we're going to leave the ladders up raised, and Pippin can actually get up and down the ladders quite well now. We've got loads of paper everywhere. We've got a cargo net at the back there so that he doesn't fall off the shelf, and there again underneath that ladder you can see the fleecy fabric which is covering another house brick. And the boys have been so good, they haven't been ripping the fleece up at all like they did when they were little. So to cut costs and make it a bit warmer and cosier, we are leaving fleece on the downstairs. We're going to buy some more fleece fabric, and we're going to move that to upstairs. So I'm just going to close the doors here, and we can go and see what Pippin's doing upstairs. But he oops, just shut that. Let's have a look, see what's happening up here. We've got some boys in here. We've got Wash at the back in there, and Jim. And then in the hammocks, we've got Jacob. Oh, I think Pippin's come out of the hammock. He has been spending his time in the hammock. But there we have our poor little man at the back. Hey, Pippy. Hey, little Pip. Hey, darling. He's really not a happy little man. Hello, boys. Hello, Mr. Inquisitives. Yes, look, here they all come. But there's our Pippy. You can see he is okay. He's very slow. I'm amazed he is managing the ladders and getting up and down. I was so worried about him, but we felt it was important to get him back in with his brothers. So there he is. He doesn't like bright lights, so I'm not going to... I haven't got any lights on at the moment, any photographic lights, because it's hurting his eyes. So we're not going to bring Pippin out into the daylight. But there he is. He is moving about. He's just not right. It's been absolutely horrible, and I feel so bad that we put him through surgery. and then he's had these 2 strokes. Now, we did believe that he'd had a stroke after his brother Sullivan died, so he was prone to have strokes, but we had no idea that this would happen to him. Really, we thought he'd recovered and he was okay, but he had been ill for a long time with the blood in his urine, and we were treating him for the infection, but his urine is absolutely clear. He has no other problems. He's lost a lot of weight, and he looks really fat, but that is like loose skin. And see, now he's hiding because of the light, so I'm going to put the cover back down. But it's so good to have him back in with his brothers. And I just want to thank everyone again for the fantastic support that we've had on the Facebook page. People following Pippin's diary and sending good wishes to him. We still have the Back to Nature upstairs, but we are going to buy, as I said before, some more fleece fabric. Hey Pippi, hey my little man, I feel so bad. He's not getting around well. He's a bit wobbly, and you can see from his back he's actually lost a lot of weight. He still lost another 30 grams, although the vet is convinced the tumour problem is all completely gone. So, as I was saying before Pippi came round, it's been lovely that so many people have cared about Pippin and been wishing him the best. And, you know, although he doesn't know, we know that so many people have been looking out for him. But he's just looking for dark corners. I really don't know, but he has a checkup soon, in a few days with the vet, and I just don't know what's going to happen. We'll see now. I think he's going to go down the stairs, or down the ladder. You're right, Pippi. Please don't fall. Let's follow him down. He's sort of going sideways. Yes, he's managed okay, but he's just going very slowly. His back is very dry. His hair is looking very spiky there because he's got dry skin, and we're having to every day put coconut oil on his back. And where's he gone? There he is. There's Pippi. And also having to wash him underneath. Yeah, sorry about the camera wobbling because I'm hand holding today. He does precarious things. I'm living in fear that he's going to fall off of somewhere, but we're making it as safe as we possibly can. And that's all there is really to report. Little Wash upstairs, he's doing okay still on his diabetic tablets. We'll have another update on him